So, hello and welcome to my deck tech for the lobster guy from Edge of Eternity's Ragost. I've been building this deck, also known as Zoidberg, of course, or Insanity Roar. But I've been brewing with this deck, playing with it, seeing how it does for since it's released now. And I think I have a pretty good deck list here that I would like to share. This is a bracket 2 list with a lot of pet cards, let's say, at least 5 or 6 suboptimal cards and some missing key elements because of budget cuts. There are definitely possible upgrades, but yeah, this, as it is, it's perfectly fine against bracket 2 decks, against precons, slightly upgraded precons I didn't struggle with. It's an all-around really fun deck to play. So I will start with, of course, the mana base. Really quick, not a lot of special stuff. This, I just have it because I pulled it. You can copy a lot of artifacts with it if people let you. It usually, it's a land, so it's hard to remove in bracket 2, but yeah, it's not the most fast one. So I don't have a lot of like special lands. It's just a normal land base. This one is for artifact recursion. It works better in a combo Ragost deck that I built and sent to someone already for Secret Santa, but yeah, I don't have it in this deck, but that's one piece of tech for recursion. Oh, fuck. Camera fell. And then second package is our ramp. It's also quite classical. We have a Boros Signet, Soul Ring. I'll come back to these, let's say. We have a prize statue for sacrificing with the commander. I'm not gonna try to pronounce that. This for finding lands, a fire diamond. Crime Novelist, which use your fire for 1 red for sacrificing artifacts. There's also a lot of firebending creatures that are recently out from the Avatar set that I would like to include, but I haven't had the chance to look at them yet. I feel like, I mean, you're not attacking a lot with this deck, but the mana could be useful because for my experiences, Ragos needs a couple of things to function. It needs a token generator, it needs consistent life gain, and it needs enough mana to be able to churn out that damage. So the ideal game plan loop is to have all of them ready before you even start dealing damage. So you can deal 12 per turn cycle instead of just like 3 or 6. You really need to be keeping up that pressure. And if you're playing against life gain decks, you're fucked. So Sami, I also pulled this. I really like this set. So I just have a lot of cards in it. This one's not particularly good, but we have a lot of protection coming up that I will show that can, say, protect this until you get your money's worth from it, let's say. Neheb, if you activate your ability before on your main step, you get 9 mana back from this on your second main. So this is really good to just be able to ramp into something. Brush Razor, again, this just gets you a lot of cards, and if you need it, it can always get some mana for you. So that will be the ramp package. Let's go on with the life gain package. Yeah, this is simpler. So for those that you don't know, Ragost untaps at each end step if you gain life that turn. So it's very vital that you can keep gaining life even on your opponent's turns. We have a couple cards to facilitate for that. For example, Sun Droplet. When you're dealt damage, this gets counters, and each upkeep you may remove 1 counter to gain 1 life. And this instantly lets you proc Ragost the same turn. Same thing with Soul Warden. We have a couple cards such as Spirit Link, Life Link, Spirit Loop, and Splendor Mare as well, which just puts life gain on your commander so that each time you activate the ability, you can get 9 life. Felidar Umbra is just an all-around amazing card for this deck. It offers protection, it offers lifelink. It's just such a good card to have. Angel of Destiny, 100% a pet card. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you and that player gain that much life. And if you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, each player this creature deals attacked this turn, it doesn't even have to deal damage, loses the game. So this will usually not work. People see it coming, people remove it, but you're usually above that threshold, so this is an instant threat the turn it comes in. Anhalia, whenever another creature or artifact enters, you gain 1 life, and at the end of your step, if you gain 3 or more life, you draw a card. And this is really easy to proc, even if you have no cards in hand. Just sacrificing an artifact, because it's a food, gains you that 3 life. So this is really good in this deck. Then another vital piece for our deck to function is our token generators. As you can see, there is a bunch of token generators here, such as Academy Manufacturer, Weapons Manufacturing, Flamewright, Stride Hanger Automation to get more from your artifacts, Wojak Investigator to get multiple artifacts per upkeep. Tamio just gets you artifact at the beginning of your upkeep, and you can sacrifice 3 to search your library for a card. This works better in the aforementioned combo deck with Mikos Nif Lattice, where it makes everything artifacts. There's a lot of stuff, so the tutor works better in that, but I have it in this deck just as a token generator. Astrid Pef works like a beast with Ragost, because Ragost sees everything, makes everything food. So any artifact you sacrifice immediately triggers Astrid Pef to explore. So you're going through all of your lands in your deck. Doomed Artisan is a 10 out of 10 flavor Vin. It makes sculptures that cannot attack or block due to Doomed Artisan. And when Doomed Artisan dies, all of them can attack. Now, this isn't a deck that's primed towards attacking your opponents, but if it does get removed, they're an instant threat. And if it gets removed too fast, you can always sacrifice the artifacts with your commander. Hangerback Walker makes artifacts. Gloin, Dwarf Emissary, ramps you up when you cast historic spells, which are artifact legendaries and sagas, but we don't play sagas in this deck. Harry Duronsmith gets you a Thopter each combat on your combat. Mirrorsmith gets you mirrors. Yeah. Same historic shenanigans with Sarah Jane Smith, and Loyal Apprentice gets you a token per turn if you control your commander. So that's an all-around good way to get enough artifacts, let's say, to sacrifice. You really want to be running Nuka-Cola vending machine in this deck, because it just is too good. But it's currently 17 euros, so that's the reason we're not running it. Similar to Ragost's effect, we have other stuff that ping. So Webstalker Agent Ardent pings for each creature or artifact entering. Reckless Fireweaver pings for each artifact entering. Rest in Peace is actually not part of this. So yeah, those are 2 removal graveyard hate pieces, let's say, and recursion graveyard shit. Ingenious Artilus pings for each artifact. Chandra's Incinerator costs 1 red most of the time, because you're able to reduce its cost by non-combat damage dealt, which is 9 per turn from Ragost. And you get to basically remove all your opponent's creatures whenever you ping with Ragost. And Arbazmir also deals an extra damage whenever another non-token historic permanent enters. And yeah, these two cards, one of them is just for locals. People play Graveyard, you hate Graveyard. Just rest in peace, it works. And Edgar can get you artifacts back from your graveyard that you might want to keep. Let's go on to our protection for the commander. Restoration Magic is one of the best cards in this deck, and one of the best cards to come out of Final Fantasy, in my opinion. You can give something hexproof and indestructible, and the more you pay, the more shit get protected, and you gain more life, which triggers, again, Ragost. Selfless Savior, you can sacrifice it to protect the Ragost. Same with Benevolent Bodyguard. I just love the art on this, so that's why I keep it. Lauren's Escape can protect any artifact or creature you control. So also with your token generators, let's say. Surge of Salvation protects, gives hexproof, and Blacksmith Skills, again, protects artifacts or creatures. This actually sees anything, but like everything that can protect artifacts and creatures or artifact is here in this deck. For removal, we have 2 board wipes with Split Up, which, I mean, I think this card is slept on. I think this is very easy to be a one-sided board wipe with just 1 or 2 creatures remaining on your opponent's side. And Phyrexian Rebirth just makes a XX artifact token that you can sacrifice if you need it. Dispatch exiles a creature for 1, right? If you're burning alive, both pings your opponent, and if you have Delirium, which is really easy to hit, this will start damaging creatures that your opponents control. Disenchant for artifacts or enchantments. Spine of Ishra, you can sacrifice this constantly to bring it back, because it jumps back to your owner's hand, and you can sacrifice it, and every time it enters, you remove something. Aladdin is one of my pet cards because it's just so goofy looking. But yeah, with this you can gain control of artifacts from your opponents, and you can use them. And if they want it back, you just say no and sacrifice it with Ragost. Grasp of Fate is an all-around removal tool. It's great. And Sword to Plowshare is just a classic. I just pulled this, so I use it. And last package for card draw. Mystic Forge lets you cast artifact spells from the top of your library, and this is just a great card to filter through your deck. Ichor Wellspring, it enters, you sacrifice a Ragost, you draw 2 cards, amazing card. Light Up the Stage, you're most of the time casting it for its spectacle cost. It lets you exile the top 2 for 1 mana. Brass, I always forget what this card does, but it's just at the minimum, it's card draw, and then the backside is a land. Graha Tia can draw you a lot of cards as long as it's on the board, because you're practically sacrificing 4 artifacts each turn. So this draws you 4 cards each turn cycle. Collector's Vault, I think it's all around nice card. Ramps you for the next turns and loots for you. Maze My Tome is I don't know, yeah, same vibes with Collector's Vault. Endstone is just one card I have from Edge of Eternities that I like. It's like, by the time you're there, you should already be good, but yeah. Just have Virtue of Courage. If you can cast this side, you exile 9 cards per turn with Ragost. You cannot play it on your opponent's turns. Like, you probably, in this deck, there's not much you can do on your opponent's turn, except deal damage to them. But if you do it on your turn, that's like a second hand that you play from. And lastly, Faithless Looting. It's just a great card. So yeah, that's the deck. There is definitely stuff that can be changed, that can be upgraded, that probably needs to be upgraded for this to be better. But as I said, I don't play this competitively or like to win. It's just something that you play with friends, and I think it's a really fun deck. Thanks for watching.